How's it going, people? You know, I've been laughing my arse off the last couple of weeks, and most of it's, I don't know, it's just hilarious watching these frauds and scammers call each other out and attack each other, and especially if you're a victim of theirs. You must look forward to seeing them rip each other apart and to show their true colours. You know, these are the people that are so-called spiritual. You know, the ones that you tend to look up to and say, oh yeah, these are really good people. Maybe we should be, you know, them are setting a really good example, or setting a presidency to be kind and good people. But when they turn on each other, call each other names, it's like when you're at school, playground attacks, isn't it, really? It's embarrassing. But I think it's quite funny. I do, because, you know, there are good people in the alt media, and there are people that stay away from getting involved with fighting, and they just want to put good information out there, and I don't want anything back in return, you know. So I take my hat off to those people that do that. But, you know, the likes of Thomas Williams, Charlie Ward, Simon Parks, Kim, you know, it's hilarious. You just see their ego eats away at each other. That's what he does. He eats away at them inside. And you people that have been following them for, you know, believing everything they say for at least 2 years, there's something not quite right there, is there? Because if you still are following them and believing them, by now you should be asking the right questions. If you're not asking the questions, then are you any different from the sheeple out there that you keep calling people sheep because of the following the what our governments tell us and following what's in the news? You're not any better, really, if you're not questioning, because you must have questions. Anyway, I digress. So today's video is kind of linked to what I've just been talking about people turning on each other. I want to turn the focus towards Ava Cowan. Now, you're probably wondering who Ava Cowan is. Well, a bit of a background in her past. She was a female fitness model, a female bodybuilder and health coach, and she's still doing it like today. And a few things that you probably didn't know about her is the fact that she was a very close friend to Kim Goguen, where of course Kim made Ava the anchor person for a United News channel. Now, the video I'm about to show you is, you know, you can look it up for yourself. It's on the internet. It's on YouTube. It's in the Inside Edition program, where her and 3 other fitness coaches, bodybuilders, female, have come out and spoke about the disgraceful and disgusting, and not all of them, but some disgusting men that are in, should I say, the bosses of that kind of environment, that kind of pick what shoots you go on. You know, you have to earn some money, because it costs a fortune to be, you know, a fitness person, you know, doing bodybuilding. I can imagine it's not being cheap. How many times you have to work out a day, things like that. You get sponsorships and money. So they've exploited these ladies and made them do things that they didn't really get signed up for, which was hidden in their contracts, which is in some cases pornography, naked pictures and things like that. So we're focusing on Ava because she's come out and spoke out about these disgusting parasites that run that, and particular people that have, she was a victim of one of them. So she was exploited, taken advantage of, and she's called them out, which is fantastic, and people should be doing that. I take my hat off to her. It's a very brave thing to do in that environment. You just don't know who you're coming up against. However, Ava knows very well what Kim's been up to. She probably knows just as much as Team Bubba do, or even more. And it's going to take a lot of courage and her being brave to come out and speak out, because she does. She needs to come forward and speak out about this. She needs to tell the truth, because I'll show you another video later where she's part of the fake alien show, which we've shown before, and you will see that Kim does not talk about that fake alien show anymore. Because if you think about it, if you was doing, it was on the Thomas Williams show, probably the most important interview ever history would be an alien talking on a radio show. You wouldn't shut up about it, would you? You'd be telling everybody about it. But Kim, she's buried it. She doesn't want anyone to know about that. Now, it could be because Team Bubba exposed it as being fake. The reason why I say because we did it is because no one else is exposing her. And we did. We called her out on that. So we will show you that in the second video. And you'll notice that, well, we'll put the link to the full show so you can watch it yourself. This UPU show was, it was Megan Martinez. She was one of them, Kim, and the other person was Ava Cowan. Kim and Ava were supposed to be translators. Sorry, Martinez, Megan Martinez and Ava were supposed to be translators for this alien that was talking on the show. And of course, Kim was supposed to be the leader. She's the one with all the knowledge. And the three of them were called the UPU, the Universal Protection Unit, where they defend Earth. And they're part of an alliance with aliens to protect Earth. I'm not joking, but I'll put the link. You can listen to the full show if you want. But what I'm trying to get at is, Ava, now is your time to come out. It's time to come out and speak the truth. You know that this is wrong, and we've been told the reason why Ava left United News Network and doesn't talk to Kim anymore, because she knows what's been going on. Now, she might have been controlled by Kim in the beginning, but she knows now it's not good. You're a very spiritual person, Ava. You're very spiritual. I've seen the way you talk, the way you seem quite a loving person. But you know this is wrong. You know it's wrong what Kim's doing. You find a way to speak out, just like you did against these disgusting parasites that have abused female models for a long, long time. find a way to speak out. I'm not saying you come to Team Bubba. It's probably best you don't, but you can. But there's plenty of people out there you can go to that will have you on their show. You've already been on a couple of shows already, and you know which ones they are. Jimmy Brent, you can go and I'm sure he'll have you back on his show. If you're going to speak out about this, find a way. You know it's wrong. You know, there are people out there that you know that will be forgiven for what they've done. And I think you're one of them. And there's people that will not be forgiven. So do the right thing. Anyway, let me play this first video. And then just to show you what I'm getting at. And then the second one will be the fake alien show.
Competitive bodybuilders push themselves to be the best, but these buff women say behind all that pumping of iron are some shocking secrets. Lisa Guerrero investigates.
It's the world of female bodybuilding.
All right, ladies, the scores are in.
Sculpted women in a competitive quest for greatness.
But recently, several female competitors have come forward with shocking allegations that they were sexually exploited in order to advance their careers. Some say they were even coerced into taking nude photos.
Ava Cowan.
Ava Cowan was a rising star, often appearing on magazine covers. But she says she was blacklisted for several years when she spoke out about the Mannion family. She says she later felt pressured to apologize publicly to the Mannions, and says she agreed to also pose in lingerie in order to win competitions.
And the second you open your mouth, you will suffer the consequences. And I sure did, but it hurts. I mean, the hours and every moment is accounted for of my life. Every macronutrient, all the sodium, all the water, the bikinis and the tans, because I loved it. And I just wanted a fair shot.
J.M. Mannion declined to be interviewed, but in a statement told us he's shocked by the allegations and emphatically denies any wrongdoing. A spokesperson for the National Physique Committee and the IFBB, that's the sports governing body, says all of the allegations are false, adding that they're committed to providing competitors and fans with a premium experience.
See, it's quite a big thing coming out onto a high platform like that and speaking out about these people. You can imagine the ones that run it. They must be pretty heavy dudes, you know. They'll probably have you sort you out, and God knows what they'll do. I don't want to speculate, but you can imagine how powerful these people are. You're messing with their livelihood by calling them out. So yeah, so you know, well done for that, Ava. Now it's your turn on Kim. I'm sure you want to do it. You're burning to do it. But anyway, guys, have a listen or watch this next bit. If you've not already seen our fake alien show, movie, or say, video, it's worth watching. I'll put the link in the description, and of course we'll put the link to that video as well that you've just watched, and you can listen to yourself. It's how ridiculous. But anyway, here's a few snippets of it, just to show you how ridiculous it was. But remember, this is Kim when she was first on the scene with Thomas Williams, and even today, Thomas Williams says it was real, but he doesn't talk about it. I'll be playing if I was Thomas Williams, I'd be playing it every single day or every show. Look, everyone, look, we had an alien on our show. It wasn't an alien. It was Ava Cowan doing light language, as you will see from this next clip.
Tonight, we will have 3 people. Very human voices who will be speaking, and in the background are the council people, which you will hear but not understand their language. That language will then be translated into what we would understand in English. So I'll be referring to the people I'll be speaking to as M, who will do some of the translating, A, who also will partially translate and speak, and K. So they'll be the three people who will be answering most of the questions and giving us some insight of what's going on. But you will likely also hear the beings and people in the background of the council. So we welcome them to the Truth, Honour and Integrity show. It's a great honour for us all, and hopefully we have got them all online and we can start off. The general purpose or the directives of the council.
You'd like me to answer the directives of the council, the Universal Council, or
yes, whichever person wants to answer, that's fine.
I'll let the council answer that one.
Sorry, one moment.
That's okay. Don't,
Okay, they said, hello again, brother. We are a governing board of the universe comprised of members from various dimensions enforcing universal law. They describe themselves kind of like, so the UPU would be like their enforcement agency, whereas the council is more of like, maybe like the Supreme Court justices. And they're comprised of members from, various dimensions. They're not all from the same dimension.
Okay. So, what brought them here? What is their mission here, both on and for Earth currently? They gain the trust within the group and within themselves, which is more important, to now relay their story to people and without fear of being ridiculed or, you know, and so that's the work we're doing with our group, and everyone's supporting each other, and hopefully once we get the foundation up and running, we can expand that out into the rest of America, which will be good, getting the people all working together again.
Absolutely. Once a few things are in place, I know that the two of us sitting here are going to be coming front and center. Absolutely. With many things. But yes, it is important to step forward, to step outside of fear on every level at all times. And when you're able to do that, then you can come forward and not have to private message anymore. And because no matter what you say anyway, someone will say something regardless. So yes, so as we merge together, we find each other, we empower each other, and then we step forward together. And that's my intention.
You know, when I started learning Reiki, and then, you know, I bring in the language of light, which is a telepathic communication. And so you have to be able to bring it into your body. And then I realized, you know, I couldn't be on prescription medications or anything like that, or, you know, because it clouds you.
If you speak the light language, do you know what it is that you're saying, or does it just flow through you?
It flows through me. I get an idea. I don't do it often, but I don't know what it is because it's outside of me as a person, and it's for the person who's hearing it. And it can activate, it's really speaking to the soul. So it can do whatever the person needs. It's multidimensional. It's quantum, and it would be hard to put it in a box. I heard you speak of that before. So you couldn't really, it's really for the people hearing it. It can, when I heard it, that's how I started speaking it, is that I didn't even know it was coming. I was on a phone call and someone started speaking this language I never heard. And I lifted up off the ground. I felt a love like I never felt in my life. And I hit the floor and I start crawling around the floor. This energy, push, 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 push. And it just went boom out of my mouth. I mean, it just went, and it was super fast. And I was like, what is that? The woman, I was on a conference call. There was 2 of us in the room, and then 3 people on the phone in other areas of the world. And I didn't know it was coming, and it activated me totally.
Wow.
So that's what it did to me.
Well, would you like to give us a message? Maybe there's somebody out there that needs to hear it.
Well, I'm going to set the intention that it's for the highest good of whoever is listening right now. And It's only for them. And since we have a little short window of time, I can wrap it up with this.
Okay.
Everyone take a deep breath in. Exhale.
Wow. I have no idea what that translates to, but it seemed very powerful to me.
Well, it can do no harm. It is, and I invite people to go research what light language is. Do not take my word for it. Feel how it feels in your body. This activation could carry on after this, and I have set the intention. It's for the highest good for all involved, and so it is.
I love it. That is so awesome, Ava.
So, right from the start of that video, you've got Thomas Williams introducing the UPU team, should I say part of it, and then of course in the background he said, "You've got the council, aliens." I'm only laughing. I believe in aliens, of course I do. You know, I'm just like many of you people out there, and most of the Team Bubba core team are not mocking UFO or ET experiences. Some of us have had that. But this is a group of people that are taking the piss. Seriously taking the piss. Trying to fool good people into something which we know what it is today. Oh, don't get me wrong, I remember that show. I listened to it live. And I was like, my jaw was, what the hell? Remember, I was a deep member of the cult. Thomas Williams' cult. So when Kim come along, and some of us in Team Bubba were in Cosmic Voice. So we followed Thomas, and we've seen people come and go, and, you know, the group, you know, growing, THI growing, and most of the people that were members of THI, Thomas's group, True Final Integrity, were only really stayed in there because of the social side of it. It was a really good platform to chat, and that's what people like to do. And that's another story. But this clearly is Ava as the alien, and she knows now what she's done was wrong back then. And she knows now that what Kim has been doing right from the offset is really lying to people, selling a lie for a buck. And she's still doing it today. So many of you that are saying, oh, Team Bubba, yeah, right, CIA, bullshit. Say what you want. We don't give a shit, to be honest. Call us what you want. It doesn't matter, because what we do, we do it in our own spare time. We don't do it for $1 at all. We do it because we've been there, and we want people to see both sides of the story. And Ava coming out would be the icing on the cake. I think out of all those people that have worked under Kim, that have been really close to in the groups, you know, it'd be such a great opportunity to come out, but the people are scared. How come Ava hasn't come out yet about this? She's come out against these sexual parasites in the modelling environment, but she hasn't about Kim and Tank and all these other idiots, frauds. She must be afraid of something, but there's no need to be afraid. How can you live a spiritual life if you know you were part of something that conned them into something? Not necessarily money-wise, but remember, this is bigger than money. This is people's minds, people's friendships, family, marriages. People are turning on their own families because you're not believing in the same way. So, anyway, I'll say it one more time. Do the right thing, Ava. Find a way to call this woman out. You have to do it if you want to live your spiritual life the way that you talk it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe and share. And hopefully, very soon we'll have people coming out, speaking more and being brave and telling their side of the story. It'll be great, wouldn't it? Anyway, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.